Good morning. It's Friday. That means it's time for Friends on Friday. This is the day that I'll enjoy sharing some of my friends and cohorts with other friends and cohorts. The thing I love the most about my coaching business is being able to connect people to one another, because that's where we learn and grow from each other. So if we don't know each other yet, I'm Karen Fisk. I'm the founder of Health Trekking with Karen, where we offer tips, coaching, and encouragement to those who are on their journey to health. And as we all know, it is a journey getting to that optimal health. The trek is not always straight, nor is it uneventful. So that's our purpose, is to assist people in that journey. So today it is my pleasure to introduce to you my friend Karen Quimby. It's kind of like the Karen show today, but we are just excited. As I said, one of the things I love the most about this coaching business is to be able to meet new people. And as a result of this, I've had opportunity to meet people all over the country. And Karen is one of those people that I've met through this business. We did not know each other until really just a few months ago, and have just thoroughly enjoyed getting to know her. So Karen, welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me today.
Thank you, Karen. It's good to be here and join you this Friday.
Yeah, I appreciate you jumping in here. So tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, your family background, that sort of thing.
Okay. I live in Montgomery, Alabama, and have been here for about 30 years. And prior to that, I lived in 10 years in Spain. We were serving churches in Spain. And so I'm married. I have 3 sons. My husband and I are both retired. I'm 71 years old. 8 grandchildren.
Oh, wow. That is great. That is great. So Spain, tell me about your time in Spain. That sounds interesting.
Yes, we
I
lived
didn't
there
know that
for
tidbit.
10 years. Oh, really? In the region of Valencia on the coast, and just loved it. Learned Spanish, learned to love the people and the culture and the food, and our boys basically grew up there. And added bonus is that our oldest son is married to a girl from Madrid, Spain. And so we have 3 Spanish granddaughters.
Oh, how precious. How old are they?
18, 16, and 14.
Wow.
They all have Spanish names: Valeria, Natalia, Patricia. So,
Oh, wow. That is amazing. That is so, so fun. So you had him, 2 other boys. You had 3 boys total.
right.
All those grandchildren.
The ones are twins. So I'm a mom of twins as well.
Oh, wow. Wow. A lot of little tidbits here I'm learning today. This is great. This is great. So it must take a lot of energy, even being retired. If you've got that, if your family is that large, do they all live local? Do you see them?
Well,
often?
the 2 sons, the twins, and their wives, and 5 of the grandchildren live local. So yes, that's a big part of what I do.
I guess so. Wow. That is crazy. So yeah. So today, tell me a little bit about, I know you've been on our program for about 8 months or so. Tell me what your life was like before coming to our program. You had all these children, these grandchildren, your husband's retired, you're retired. So people think often that if you're retired, you just sit back and do nothing. I've learned that is not the case, is it?
No, not at all.
So tell me a little bit about how your life was when you found our program.
Well, my husband is a minister. He's retired, but just partially. And so we're very involved in our church, doing a lot of volunteer work. About 4 years ago, I started prison ministry. So I go into women's prisons every week. And I spend a lot of time studying the Bible to prepare to teach them each Wednesday. Like I said, I spend a lot of time with the grandkids. We do sleepovers a lot. I take them bowling and skating and to movies and just anything and everything they want to do to keep them happy, and play games with them and so forth. My husband and I like to travel. We have been back to Spain many times, and we've traveled to many other places as well. So we enjoy that. And before I started the program, I was way overweight. I was probably at my ultimate weight, my top weight. And I would say the greatest thing it did for me was cause me to not feel good about myself. And the other thing was energy level, which you need a lot of when you're 71 years old and you have a lot of grandchildren. But I would take elevators instead of stair steps, because it would leave me breathless after I got up the stairs. So things like that was what I was dealing with at that time.
Okay. All right. So can you tell me just a little bit more about the self-esteem aspect of that and how that impacted you with where you were?
When your clothes are tighter and tighter, you just don't feel good about yourself, and you can't find anything to put on, and how are you going to appear to other people? And I will have to say also, for many, many years, I've been a yo-yo dieter. So I would try every diet out there, but it would always come back to haunt me because I would get back into my old habits of eating and not exercising and so forth.
Yeah.
And so it does affect your self-esteem. When you don't look or feel as well as you could.
Yeah. It's all a part of a total person, a total aspect of who we are.
It is total. You're absolutely right. Emotional, physically, psychologically, all of the above.
Yeah, it's all a whole person, person there. So tell me how you found our program.
Well, the person who actually took my husband's place when my husband retired as director of the office, we were at his house Christmas a year ago. So I would say Christmas 2018 for a social event. And Scotty well, he happens to be your cousin.
My first cousin, right?
And I had not seen Scotty in a while. I had talked to him and texted him, but had not seen him. And he had lost all this weight. And
Looked
Scotty,
great.
what are you doing? He said, well, I need to tell you about that. I'll put you on to my coach. And also he told me, because I know that Scotty is a diabetic, that he had been able to go off of some of his medications for diabetes and blood pressure. And this impressed me greatly. And I said, well, I need to find out more about what you're doing. So that got me started. Like I said, he said, I'll put you on to my coach, but you were his coach at the time. But then his wife, Rita, became a coach. And when I was, I sort of had to sit on it for a little while because it's hard to work up to start a new program. Then Rita became my coach, and I got totally involved in this road to health and recovery, and weight loss is a bonus that goes along with it. But it's like you said, it's holistic. It's so much more than just physical weight loss.
It is. And let me just throw a qualifier out there. Of course, Scotty's coming off of those medications was under his personal physician's care. We love the way that we're able to assist our clients, but we are not medical professionals, and they do walk in tandem with their healthcare providers. And that's the amazing thing that we see, is that we're able to work with their healthcare providers and assist them in that journey that results in that opportunity to come off those meds. And of course, we can't make any guarantees there, but it is a byproduct that we see often, and that's the exciting part.
Thing. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
The help that we come to with
very
that.
much so. And our own physicians see the difference, and they're impressed.
Yeah, and it's amazing to see just how often we get those comments. We get the physicians become our cheerleaders when they see how we're helping people.
Yes.
Helping people accomplish these goals and maintain it long term. That's the key right
That
there.
is so key right there, what you just said, because I, as I've said to you before, I really believe in this program. I am so convinced that it is the best thing that has happened to me in a long, long time.
Mm-hmm.
And my metabolism was very slow because of having been a yo-yo dieter. So this has not been speedy, but I have been patient because I see it working.
Mm-hmm.
I work the program and I see the program working.
And that's,
I am
yeah.
so pleased with the results. I just can't tell you how excited I am about the results.
See, and the science behind this program and the way it all works together, we do have predictable results if people are compliant to the program. It really does. It really does work. It really is amazing. So you're in that state, no self-esteem, overweight. You heard about the program. You made the choice to start. Tell me how your life looked different this Christmas from last Christmas. How's life
Oh,
changed?
wow. I mean, totally different. In fact, my daughter-in-law sees the results and she asked me about it, and I've gotten her engaged in the program now. So, I mean, that was one thing, the fact that your own family begins to see the difference that it's making in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll have to even go back to Thanksgiving because we were down in at our son's home in Miami for Thanksgiving, and my daughter-in-law from Spain is a wonderful cook. But I was able to take all of my necessary foods down with me for Thanksgiving meal. I had turkey breast and green beans. That was all on the menu that I could really eat as a lean and green, and I was just as content as I could be. After everybody had finished the desserts and were saying, "Oh my goodness, I ate too much, I'm so full," I was just sitting there thinking, I'm just content. I'm just content, and I'm not having the guilt over having indulged more than I needed to.
Well, and how much of that was mindset change?
Oh, a lot of it is mindset because you have to use self-control when you see everyone else eating gobs of food and enjoying the desserts. But at this stage, I have to say, at 8 months, I don't have a problem with that anymore. I don't have the temptations that I used to have. It's just been a lot easier. Now, for Christmas, I did indulge a little bit because I felt like I deserved it at that point.
Well,
which I know is dangerous when you're on a health program like this. But I was careful and mindful, as you say, and nothing over extravagant occurred to where I couldn't get back on track really, really easily and fast. And I was happy to do that, to get back on schedule.
Because it was a choice. You did not do that mindlessly. You made a choice.
Right.
And that's where
the habits to health that I read religiously tell me that it all boils back down to me and my choices.
So it's been a matter of tools. It's been a matter of community. It's been a matter of resources and really the coaching. You have really plugged into all of the elements of our program so well. And that's why you've had the success, and looking at the long-term success is because you've taken full advantage of everything that's been offered to you. And that is huge. That really is.
They set me up for success. And, it always helps to feel like you're on a team. And you have others who are walking along this with you. And my husband is not on the program. That's one of my ultimate goals, but I didn't have that help, at home. So it's important, I think, so much to have you, to have Rita, to have Scotty, to have the other resources that are available to me in community.
Yeah. That is a very big part of what we do, is the community aspect. So I am so proud of you for plugging into all of that and doing all this so well, and just really taking control back of your life. So you mentioned the self-esteem issues, you mentioned the confidence issues and aspects. How has that changed now that you've lost the weight?
I mean, maybe you can see it. I don't know, but I'm really just thrilled. I mean, the way my clothes fit, the way my energy level has changed. I think the way I relate to people, I'm probably much more friendly, open. I don't know. It just makes you walk a little taller and have a little bit more pride in yourself, so that you can relate to other people in a more positive way.
Well, the attraction then is not just physically, it's mentally and emotionally, and just the freedom to be available to others is a big aspect of what so many people find. Yeah. So, well, Karen, thank you so much for sharing all that with us today. And I hope my guests have enjoyed meeting you and getting to know you. Two questions I like to ask, though, as I close out the session, and that is, and these are just fun questions, but one is, what is your favorite book?
Well, it's kind of a hard one, but not so much, because I really have to say that the Bible is my favorite book. I'm a Bible student and a Bible teacher, so I spend a lot of time in the Bible.
Good. That would be my answer to the same question. So there are a lot of other things that I read, but that, of course, is my favorite. And then the second question is, what's your favorite song? When things are, you've got to get things done around the house, you're moving around, doing what's that song that you plug in that just kind of helps you get your groove on and get things done?
Well, there's one I learned a whole long time ago. It's just a little chorus that says, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands or stomp your feet or say hooray. So that's a good one to get your energy juices going and make your day a little bit brighter and happier. But
that's great.
That's one I'm singing more often nowadays.
I'll bet with the grandchildren too, that helps, I'm sure. So thank you again, Karen. And thank you, friends, for joining us today on Friends on Friday. If you've heard anything that has sparked a question or a concern, please throw a comment below and let me know. And I would love to get back with you. If you'd like to join us for other Friends on Friday events and meet more people, or if you're interested in getting some health tips, some encouragement, please jump over to my fan page, Health Trekking with Karen. You'll find some assistance there as well. If you're already on that fan page, please feel free to check the drop-down menu and click follow or see first. That way you'll be able to know when these broadcasts are coming out and receive notifications. And also, if it's a help to you, please feel free to recommend that page or to share this with friends as well. We want to be available to as many folks as possible to encourage them on their journey to health. So again, thank you and have a great weekend. Bye.